cause our dreams to come true. Father, we declare that the words of our mouth and the meditations of our hearts, they're acceptable in your sight in the name of Jesus. We declare that everyone that speaks this morning, they speak as inspired of you in the name of Jesus. We decree and we declare that the grace that conceptualizes ideas and executes them is made available in this place in the name of Jesus. We declare this atmosphere blessed and anointed with the abundant supply of God's Spirit, the hearing of it that results in workings of miracles. We decree and we declare that everything runs on rails, everything works right, and we live better than we came. We appreciate you for what you've started already. We declare profitability to every distributor, every franchisee, and to Sapphire Saints as a whole. We see the $1 billion mark in Jesus' name. Thank you, precious Father. In Jesus' mighty name of prayer. Can I be excited and put your hands together?
Right here we have Miss Maria from the Palazzo Versace Hotel. She's going to be giving us a brief introduction about the hotel.
Good morning. Okay, Sandra said my name is Maria. I work here for the events team. I will give you a brief introduction of the hotel. I'm sure you've seen at least a little bit of it. However, I will start by mentioning that the soft opening of the hotel was in November 2015. It had its soft opening for a year, and the grand opening with Donatella Versace's presence was in November 2016. And it's almost 2 years since the grand opening. Something interesting about the hotel is that they focused in the details to represent Versace and to outstand, to be different. And starting from the entrance, when you arrived, probably you noticed the pebbles on the driveway. We have 800,000 pebbles. They were brought from Italy, and they are in their natural color. They were hand placed. They were individually placed. And if you go outside and check the driveway, you'll find a Versace logo made with the pebbles. Then going into the lobby, we have our chandelier. The chandelier weighs 3,000 kgs. It's hand-blown Bohemian crystal. Then you can tell around the hotel we have many mosaics. Our mosaics were done by Fantini. They are the same company that did the mosaics at the Grand Mosque in Abu Dhabi. We have Mosaico, our lobby lounge. The name comes from the mosaic carpet that it has. The mosaic carpet has 1.5 million hand-cut and individually placed mosaics to represent a replica of one of Gianni Versace's scarves. These are very interesting. If you'd like to walk around, if you'd like to see a little bit more, you're more than welcome. You can ask any of my colleagues. I'm sure they will be happy to explain and to show you around. We have several restaurants in the hotel. We have Enigma. Enigma is a Persian restaurant. Our executive chef, he is Persian and German. So I do advise this restaurant is very nice, open for dinner. It's our chef, he has won Michelin star. We have Vanitas. It's our Italian signature restaurant, also very nice for lunch or dinner. And Giardino, that probably you've seen already, it's open for breakfast and for dinner. It's international buffet. The design inside Giardino, it's to represent Donatella's design of the jungle dress. I don't know if you recall this dress. It's the one that Jennifer Lopez wore on the Golden Globes one time, the green beautiful dress. Then in Vanitas, you can also, you're more than welcome to just go inside and check if you want to, just to see it. It's very interesting. In Vanitas, the ceiling, the painting on the walls, everything was handmade as well. It's really beautiful. It has a 3D impression. As I mentioned before, everything's into the little details. Along the hallways, you can tell sketches. They are original sketches from Versace. In the hallways, on where the rooms are, they're not paintings which you have on the walls. They're actually original scarves that have been framed. So all these are very interesting points, small details to make Versace what it is. This is the second Versace hotel in the world. The first one is in Gold Coast in Australia, and this would be the second one. There are talks about the third one in Macau. However, it's not done yet. Then we have 3 swimming pools. I don't know if you've been able to visit them. More than welcome. We have the main pool, which is our infinity pool. It's across from the lobby lounge. And then we have one in the east and one in the west wing. We have also a beautiful spa. We have a gym. And those are the facilities you're more than welcome to use. In the hotel, in total, we have 215 rooms, and we have 169 residences. Most of our residences are occupied. However, we still have a few as part of the hotel. And in the rooms, we have our largest suite, which is 1,227 square meters. Very nice duplex suite with its own swimming pool. It's our only 2-bedroom suite. These are just to give you a little idea. All our rooms are decorated with Versace furniture. All the furniture in the hotel is from Versace Home. It's exclusively done for the hotel. You can tell the Greek keys that you can see are the air conditioning vents. You have them also in your rooms. It's to have Versace represented in every single way. The Greek keys, what they mean is basically to go on, and that's what Gianni Versace wanted when he added it to his logo. He wanted his brand to go on forever, and basically that's what's happening, and that's what the Greek keys represent. Okay. If you have any questions, please do let us know, any of my colleagues. I'm here, my name is Maria again, and I hope I mentioned everything.
Spirit of the Lord spoke to me. Say, son, take over.
I'm excited to see all of you here. And thank you for coming. I remember just like yesterday, the first training we had. That was just few months ago, 3 months ago. And you know, it was exciting. It was a smaller group, it was in a smaller place. And then we are now having this one in this grand place to let you know that life is progressive and that you have to just keep doing what you are doing regardless. You see, the most important thing you want to do for yourself is to have a mindset that says progress. Can you grow shorter? Is it possible to grow shorter? Can you be 40 and then tomorrow you are 38? No. Life is progressive by nature. And you see, we have a lot of things to learn from nature. The way God and the way the world has been structured. And it's so very, very important to always tap into that. So I hear lots of people say, oh, I want to blow. Everybody wants to blow. But you see, the first thing to blow in, and this is it, you have to listen carefully to everything I have to say and make up your mind to do it. You see, people listen and then they forget and then they go back and then nothing happens. That's the difference in people. The difference in people is the instructions and the lessons they listen to and the discipline to make sure that they are doing what they've learned. That's the difference in people. That's the difference in people. So today I'm going to be talking about perception and social media marketing. I'm going to have to calm down. It's easy for us so that everybody get this. Now, before you can sell anything to anyone, everything starts with you. Everything starts with you. People don't buy perfumes. People don't buy anything from you. They buy you. They buy you. They buy you. That's what people buy. You see, I'm crazy about Versace, not just because it's a hotel. Everything Versace. Do you know why? Because you see, this guy came on the scene a little over some 30 years ago and just snatched the old fashion industry. Before him, we had so many. Christian Dior, Givenchy, name it. We had so many stylish designers all over the world that people were just there, they were doing their stuff. Generations upon generations, 100 years, been in business for over 100 years. They had become a principality in this fashion industry. And some guy just came from nowhere. The son of a tailor, of a seamstress, came on the Italian scene, opened his first store at 32, and then from there went to America and just took everywhere by storm. And he's been dead for 20 years. And we are still standing in a hotel over 20 years after his death. Think about that. And do you know what he's selling? He sold one thing to the world, Versace. His name. People buy you. People buy you. If you cannot sell yourself, you don't even know what you're doing. If you cannot sell yourself, you can't sell anything. It's not about the price. It's not about, it's you. It's you. If you have not sold yourself to yourself, how can you sell yourself to other people? You have to, first of all, make up your mind. Who am I? And what value am I bringing to anything I'm doing? Once you settle that, forget. You'll be clear. You won't have to struggle about anything. You won't have to be looking for people. Am I going to sell? Yeah, are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? What will people say? Because you are not sold out yet. You must sell yourself. People buy you. Everything starts with you. So you must become a person of value, a person of integrity, a person of quality, a person of style, a person of class. Because it's you are selling, don't forget. You are constantly selling you to yourself. Every day you deal with thoughts, you deal with things. There are people that come and meet you. I get it all the time. People come and meet me and say, Wally, you're too loud. They're like, really? I've not even started. I'm loud. You don't even know what you're talking about yet. And the thing is, what if, because people with their small-mindedness and stuff, they come and tell you things based on their own experience. Based on their own experience. People will criticize what you're doing, and then before you know what's happening, they're copying you. Yeah. And I'm like, so seriously. So why were you now complaining? Because, they're looking at it, people misunderstand what they don't understand. They are scared of what they don't understand, so they just badmouth it. But it's now up to you. If you let that get to you, they say, but you were doing well, now what happened? Words are bullets. Words are bullets, and people are going to shoot you all the time. But if you don't bulletproof yourself by your own words, I never start the day without saying things to myself. I spend at least 30 minutes to an hour every day saying things to myself. So whatever you say to me, I'm looking at you like, this one is just waking up. Me that I've woken up since 4 a.m. talking to myself. You now meet me at 1 p.m. You are saying nonsense. I will have you for lunch and dinner. I must finish you. Because words are bullets. Many people are on a spot because they did something that was promising, but because nobody in their family or their life had done that before, they had issues with it, and they say, what's this nonsense you are doing? You better stop it. And they stopped it, and their life would have been better. Stop letting people that don't know where you are going tell you about your life. I had someone tell me, oh, Wally, we make too much noise on social media, this and this, you are flaunting too much. Next thing I saw the person posing on business class, so I say, eh? So you said they do this thing. So why were you complaining? It depends on what you are selling. You see, my best outfit, the clothes I love the most, is one long white t-shirt and my pajama trousers. I'm telling you the truth. That's my life. That's what I love wearing the most. If I'm not going, that's what you see me wearing. That's what I love. That's the most comfortable set of clothes that I have. And guess what? It's not even many. It's just one pajama trouser, one t-shirt. That's what I love wearing. But I'm selling something, so I cannot afford to look like that outside my house. Depends on what you're selling. You want to sell a house. You are selling houses worth millions upon millions upon millions of naira. And then you show up there looking wretched. He won't give you the money, like this one will run with the money. Yeah. This one will run with the money. You know, thank God for promotion. There are things I want to buy now. And I can't take people shopping. You look at people, okay, dressing like you. And then you say, okay, can you, when you travel, okay, I can't find this here. Can you buy this one for me? That you can look at, you can have a mirror effect. You can look at the person and be like, okay, because this person is like this, I can trust this person with this. But somebody that is not operating on that level, you tell them, take this money and buy a shirt for me. The person wants to, you say, You say, no, you will steal the money and be justified and say that, no, that is not. How can you be spending that kind of money on? But there are levels in life. It starts with you. You are, see, if you don't win with yourself, forget. If you are not convinced about it yourself, forget. Many people, especially Nigerians, we like to fluke things. We just want to try. Let's just try. Make I try this one. Make I try this one. We are still doing trial and error. You have not even started. You don't even know where you are going. You don't know where you are going. So it starts with you. To attract attractive people, you must become attractive. To attract wealthy people, you must become wealthy. To attract beautiful people, you must become beautiful. To attract violent people, you must become violent. Yeah, whatever it is you want to attract, it must start with you. You are number one. Then you must become a walking advert. I laugh at some of our perfumers. You are selling perfumes. I walk past you, I can't smell anything, seriously. And you are selling perfumes. Then you now come and tell me that, hey, I'm not selling. How would you sell? Think about it, how would you sell? Anytime I meet people, before I say, I can smell your job. Because that's what I'm selling. I'm a perfumer, so I have to smell good at all times. Anywhere I am, enter my car, anywhere around me must smell good. Because that's what I do. But if you are not working at, if you are not operating at that level, you are still wasting your time. Maybe it's even a bus that you enter. And then you enter the bus and then the body odor is still stronger than your perfume. You never start. You have to be a walking advert. If I was selling cars, I would drive the most ridiculous cars ever. Now when I pull up, you say that, yeah. Be a walking advert. You can't be a tailor. You can't be whatever thing that you're, and then you show up every time and then your clothes are not just stealing the show. It's not done. Be a walking advert. I dress the way I dress because I'm looking at the kind of people I'm trying to attract. Because they know stuff. They know stuff, so they look at like, we think they sell again, I beg. Perfume, I beg, bring down. Just bring down. That's it. That's it. Be a walking advert. One of my mentors is a tailor. So I think they were going to London, or I can't remember exactly where I was going. And he was on the plane with the king of Ashanti of Ghana. And then he walked up to the man and said, he said hello to the man and all of that. He didn't even know who the man was. The man asked him, so what do you do? He said, I'm a tailor. The king stood up and said, measure me. He said, no, I can't measure you on the plane, sir. Because if you're a tailor, you're flying first class. Me, I'm flying for, I beg. That your suit, I want it. Be a walking advert. There are no two ways about it. It's okay for people to complain that your perfume is too much. Now for them not to smell it. And I tell, all of us here, maybe one or two of us have bespoke, the Sapphire Sense bespoke. And you're trying to sell bespoke to people. You say, you can have your own, but you said you don't have your own customized one. How can you really convince people? You have to walk your talk. I made up my mind that, Sapphire Sense is going to be synonymous with class, style, luxury. Even if you get a 5,000 naira bottle of Sapphire Sense, you would know that this bottle includes class and style and luxury. No matter how low we go or how high we go, you know that you are getting value. It's very deliberate. I just found one hotel in Dera and said, let us, beg, all of us, enter, let's do what we want to do. No. Because these kind of things, they have a way of tampering with your brain. They have a way of tampering with your brain. Be a walking advert. Walk your talk. What did Versace do? When he came on the scene, they began to say stuff like, the wife wears Giorgio Armani, the mistress wears Versace. You know? It just brought out something that was, you could not ignore. You could not ignore him. You could not ignore Versace. No matter how big you were, you could not just ignore this guy. He couldn't even speak proper English. Most of his interviews, he rather speak in Italian. Well, you could not ignore the guy. You couldn't. And anybody that's ever, you want to blow, yeah? Anybody that's ever blown, that's it. You cannot ignore them. You rather hate them or love them, but ignore, never. You cannot. You can't ignore them. Tell stories. People just go on social media selling perfume. Just put the picture, pass. And then they say, yeah, buy. Tomorrow they come, pass. It doesn't work like that. Why do you think the manager came here to tell you the story about the 500,000 hand-placed stores? You have to tell a story. The people who are doing well tell stories. We know their stories. That is what intrigues us. So I'm going out today and I'm wearing salsa and ace because my mood dictates. Don't just pass. Yeah, come by. No. You have to tell a story. Tell a story. So people will look up to your page every day, and you see, you'll be selling perfumes easier, because there's a relationship now, there's a connect. There's a connect. Instagram Live, what's it all about? Stories. Hey, I'm walking, and then you see, before you know it, you see 1,000 people looking at you walking. Why do you think they are doing that? People love stories. People love stories. People love stories. And guess what? They will not find out. You have to tell them. And you have to keep telling them. You have to keep telling them. You can never ever stop saying your story. Every day, tell a story. Tell a story about how your business has helped you, about what is going on with your business. Tell a story. You know, and I laugh at people in this time and age that look at the social media like, don't put yourself out there, I beg, it's for people. And I'm looking at you people like, seriously? By the time people wake up, I would have, if I don't go, then they will now start sliding into your DM and begging for money. Life is not on social media. It is something. It depends on what you are doing. It depends on what you are up to. Thank God for the social media. 30,000 naira, 4 bottles of perfumes. Put it on a stool, took a picture, and I kept doing that. Today we're in Palazzo Versace. What if I listen to all those people say, hey, I beg. You know, this life, you know, people, this African mentality is just very, very foolish at times. Hey, don't tell this, don't say this. Do you know that when Kate Middleton got pregnant, they will tell you she's now pregnant and she will give birth on so day. How come they are not scared of the witches? But ask Nigeria, babe, so how father, when are you giving birth? You say, Why do you want to know when I want to give birth? You're traveling, don't post it. Even the president, Donald Trump, he will wait to hear as he's entering the plane. He's not scared of terrorists. So, waiting can be your own. You know, we're just so myopic, we're just so tiny in our thinking. Your stories are all you got. And you see, all those your handles, many people, they just ignore them. Yeah. You know the funniest one I hear is Rolls Royce and the rest of them, they don't advertise on social media. And I'm looking at you and laughing, like, seriously? The first time you saw a Rolls Royce or a Benz or a Ferrari, where did you see it? On where? In a movie. So you just felt like they were just going one day and then they say, let's use a Rolls Royce for that movie. Lie. Adverts. You think they didn't see any other car? And that's when they said, in that movie, we're going to put a Rolls Royce or a Bentley there. Deliberate advert. How come most of the movies you see, you just open your TV and then somebody using an Apple phone, an iPhone? You think it's because they like using iPhone? Deliberate. You think most of these music videos that you see, they just get down from a Bentley and, you think because, no. It's deliberate. They are advertising. So we need to stop looking at things from a layman's point of view. Anybody that blew, anybody, it is so deliberate. Because nothing happens by chance. You think radio stations are in the back of Davido's house? Eh? That's why you just, all the blogs and all the TV and everything just carries a song like that. You think it's because they're at his backyard? Everybody's paid. Everybody. That's what happened. There are lots of good artists. You will never hear their name because they have not mastered how to blow. Nobody blows by mistake. People deliberately take charge of the media, of this, of that, to tell stories, to tell that this is what is going on. You thought the assurance stuff that happened, you thought it was just, hey, because he likes Chioma, and then he looked at it that, last minute, let me give her a push, and then, by chance, the next day, or a week later, the assurance song came out. Calculated to the last second. These guys have learned to manipulate the media. They had it figured. They had it figured out. Nobody blows by mistake. You don't just sit in your house and say, it shocked me. After we made our bottles, spent $40,000 on those bottles. I was like, I beg, I don't try. This is just good. I felt like I would just sit down and the thing would just be blowing like that. Until I learned that for you to blow, you must have the mentality of a gala seller. The person you buy gala from is not the best gala, but it was the guy in your face. This is soft. Or guy, now this one. That's why you bought it. That's why you bought it. You must be so deliberate. You can't leave anything to chance. You can't. You can't. Linda Ikeji, for the past 1 year or 2 years now, she will carry my story and put Nigerian man. She will not mention my name. Every other month, I'm on Linda Ikeji, but she will call me Nigerian man. How does that call you? I beg, say you tell this mommy Linda, stop calling. I get name now. Waiting with this. He said, then you have not advertised. That's why. Can you imagine that? You have not advertised. That's why they are calling you Nigerian man. So in other words, unless you pay me money, your name doesn't exist. I will not mention your name. That's how crazy it is. That's how crazy it is. So be deliberate. Tell stories. The last one under this one is, meeting you should be an experience. Consciously, unconsciously, you leave people with an experience when they meet you. Either good, either bad. You leave them either sad, inspired, happy, but you will always leave people with an experience. And if you are smart, you will be deliberate about the experience you live with people. Because trust me, there's no money without relationships. Anybody that made money is based on relationships. Anybody that is losing money, go and check the way they relate with people. There are people you meet and you want to beat them. You just met them, but you want to, this one, I will beat this guy. And there are some people you meet and there is nothing you don't want to do for them. You are practically eating out of their hands in 5 seconds. It's an experience. There are hotels you go to in Nigeria, and the person is looking at you like, yes, did you come with somebody? Is the person your husband? What are you doing in an hotel? You want to beat that kind of person. I'm coming to spend my money, you're asking me a stupid question. But in this kind of place, everybody's smiling. They're creating an experience for you. They're creating an experience for you. I was at Louis Vuitton here and I bought something. And I was asking them, can they send it to the hotel? She smiled and said no. She smiled so well that the no didn't feel, I didn't feel bad about the no. But Nigeria, they say for where? Because you buy, I beg, come out here. So the experiences you live with people are so crucial. They are so important. Even people that don't buy perfumes, at least for now. Some people, you see, some of your biggest clients might not be in your business right now. They might not be buying anything from you right now, but they have it in their head. The first time I saw a Versace shirt was over 10 years ago. I was checking Ovation because I think my dad or someone used to buy Ovation magazine, and I was just flipping, and I saw Razak Okoya of Eleganza. He just married out his new wife that time. I was wearing this shirt, like, what is this? Over 10 years ago, I think I was very young then. I'm like, see shirt. I said, when money comes, now we are going to wear with that. That's how life works. So you cannot afford to treat people anyhow because you don't know who is who. Some people may not be able to afford your stuff right now, but when they approach you and when they leave you, some people look at you like, you said, you will never chop. That's why we started the student package, to catch them early. So that in time, we will have a crop of young people from university. By the time we started working, by the time we began to make money, they are used to Sapphire Sense already. And we'll go from there. Brand loyalty is created by experience. It's so important. It's so important. You must understand that in the world of today, your phone is your passport to the world. Your phone is how you get things done these days. You want to send email, even scan, even whatever it is, it's through your phone. If somebody holds your phone, now serious blackmail. If somebody is with your phone, the phone is not lost. Somebody holds your phone and say, this phone, I found your phone somewhere, but to collect this phone at 1 million, you think about it. When you consider the data, the years of information, everything that it stands to lose. So get a good phone. It's just, it was just later that we started doing photo shoot and all of that. But everything before then was with my phone. So for a business, you can't afford all of that yet. Have a good phone that can at least take quality pictures, that can do, everything that you want to do. That's how to project yourself to the world. Don't compromise when it comes to that. See it as a work tool. It's not because you just want to carry one phone up and down, but it's a work tool. You need it. It's very, very essential. What's the point of trying to sell something and then when you take the picture, it's not clear? Or people look at it and like, what's this one that people are selling? Has to be clear, has to be, has to look good. Anybody that you see that whatever they post is looking clear and looking good, it's because they invested in something. A phone and maybe later a camera or something, but more often than not a phone. Because how many times would you say, hey, carry this huge camera like go there and be posing up and down? No, you don't have the time. But it's easy to say, let me take a selfie, let me give somebody the phone and the person can quickly take a picture. All of you dress so good. Imagine now, your phone cannot show that. So this place, imagine how it is. But on your phone, it looks like terrazzo. Imagine. You're not arguing with people. No, it's not this. Seriously, to God who made me, no be terrazzo. It's one thing to be hardworking. It's another thing to project it properly. So it's all about projection. And then the number 2 one I talked about, from time to time, because of what you are selling, do a photo shoot. Just take yourself to the studio. Not those ones that the old flower, you know those flower, not those flower pictures. But just put yourself in the proper light. How you want people to see you. How you want to be perceived. Think bigger than now. Okay, for instance now, they want to put you on a billboard or somebody wants to put you in the news. Do you have any picture that they can use professionally? Do you? You want to blow, Abby? These are the things that accompany it. If a media house calls you now and says that, we need a professional picture of you, we want to do so. You now be sending them, will you use this one? How about that one? How about that one? You need to do that. It shows that you are positioning. It shows that you know where you are going. That way, nobody can manipulate how you look. Because it's all about how you place yourself. It's all about how you place yourself. Then we talked about owning the brand. Own it. I liked what Judea said. He said that our account, whatever it is you're doing, you have to own it. You know, while it's good to have a business page and your personal page, I do more business on my personal page than on my business page. Because both of you should actually be one. Although it's good that it's officially have a page, you know, but both of you should be one. Let people be able to link it and say, okay, that's Sapphire Sense, but this is the person. Own the brand. You know, I see this all the time. People have 2 pages. They go to their page and say, happy birthday to our CEO. Then they come back and say, I see that all the time, you know. That the same person wishing themselves happy birthday. You know? But own the brand. Own the brand. Be an embodiment of everything you're trying to sell. You're a walking, talking, breathing example of your brand. If they pick a bill of Sapphire Sense, they look at me. There are some correlations. That's how it should be too. Your brand and you, there must be lots of correlations. Who doesn't know what it means to sponsor posts here? We all do. It means when you pay Instagram or Facebook for your posts to reach a wider audience. Now, it's not just enough to sponsor your posts. It's very important to tell people what to do. People always do what you tell them to do on social media, especially when they're interested. Give them a number. WhatsApp this. I mean, everybody that joins Sapphire Sense, that's exactly how it happened. You saw the post, somebody said WhatsApp. You said, oh, I got this number on Instagram. I said, you sent a WhatsApp. I sent you the information. I sent you the account number, and I got an alert, and you became a distributor. You have to constantly tell people what to do. Most people, they just post it and that's it. You must have a way that people can reach you efficiently, fast. That's why I don't like sending people to the website, because it takes a longer time. But when they reach you, it's fast. You can do whatever you want to do. They are talking to you. And one of the things you want to do, don't delegate that part of business as much as possible. Most people, oh, you answer your calls yourself. Before on call, why don't I answer my call? Waiting, do me. Answer your calls yourself for now, at least. Answer your calls. Reply. Every day I reply maybe close to 1,000 messages. WhatsApp. I want to find out about this. I want to find out. I reply everybody. Have a template, as a matter of fact. My Samsung has a clipboard. So you can paste, you can save messages there. So when people need the message, you just go there and send to, it's easy. So you don't have to be typing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So you just know, okay, this is what people will ask most times. They will ask about being a distributor. They will ask about investing in Sapphire Sense. If you are not in Nigeria, you ask about the international prices. They will ask about prices for bespoke. I want to register as a student. You know, I have all of this in the clipboard. So they just, whichever one you fall, I just send to you immediately. You must be prepared for that. Otherwise, it becomes frustrating. Because you're like 20 people are asking the same questions. And you have to be copying and pasting and sending, you know? These are things that will happen. As you begin to put the steps, they will happen. And it's your own to be prepared and be ready for them. You have to be ready for them. Okay. And then I said, be very polite. Someone sent me a message a while back and was asking for the price of perfumes. And I said, okay, these are our prices. And the person said, it's too expensive. I said, well, it's not for everyone. And the person was very angry. Number one, it's true. Number two, it was not the right answer from my side. You get, but I was just sick. Sometimes you just get it up to here. The thing don't talk past yourself. Some people, their other name is I know a queen. They just annoy you. That's what they come and do. They will just wake up in the morning, you send them the information. The information you send them, they're still asking the same question. So how will I now register? I've sent you, this is how to register. You now say, so how will I register? How much is a bottle of perfume? I'm like, oh my God. And I say, please read the message. They'll say, courtesy demands that you answer me. They say, hey, this one is testing the Holy Spirit in me. God. You know? But it's not in your place to be rude. The most irritating set of people to me are people that ask a question. They now put like 7 question marks. 7 or 10. Like, I'm like, answer me now, answer me. Are you not the one that said I should come here? Answer me now. Which one? But thank God, I mean, your phone cannot see your face, yeah? So let your hands be polite. Let your hands be polite. You know? So I'll just say something polite, and it doesn't happen to me all the time like that. Sometimes you go just catch me for a wrong mood. I go just give you straight. Yo, guy, which one you did? Alpha. There's one that said, I messaged you and you have not replied me. I said, people are busy. Let's take it slow by slow. Person got angry. He said, how can you reply like that? This is so unprofessional. And you know, they will annoy you and be telling you that you're unprofessional. But as much as possible, you know, be polite. Be polite. You know, I've learned something about people, yeah? People find it easier to talk about things that hurt them. More than, if somebody eats good food now, they will know to themselves, boy, that food is good. But the food was bad. They say, they can go and see the yeye food. They do the video, see the yeye food that they give us. Nonsense. It's people are emotional beings. Something is hurting them. They want to talk about it. And that's how people spread perception and experience. One of my friends did something to me a while back. I told someone, and then maybe somebody else that knows somebody will know the person and may want to do business with the person. And then the person will go, don't do business with that person because of what he did to this person. And then before you know it, it's a whole crowd of people that have a template that your business is not good or something. So rather than get angry, just say something polite. It won't take anything out of you. And bite your pillow, You can bite your pillow, punch the wall or something. But, keep it polite. It helps. Find a follow-up mechanism. Find a way of following up with people. Oh, you said you were going to get a bottle. How are you doing? Have you been able to get a bottle? I'm still waiting for you. Just checking on you to know when you are going to be ready. And you'll be shocked that everyone does this. Every business does this. Every business does this. Follow up and feedback. Follow up and feedback. Somebody bought a bottle of perfume from you, and you need to ask, how did that go? Did you like the perfume? Are you okay with what you got? Very important. Follow up and feedback. Follow up and feedback. If somebody said, you know what, I can't buy right now, I'll buy at the end of the month. Remind them. Because you see, sometimes with people, what they need is just that follow-up. Some people forget. Some people, it's that follow-up that will sway them. Yeah. They don't I forgot. Or they just be like, this person, okay, let me just buy. And then they buy it and they like it. And don't ever sell perfumes to someone and not know how they felt about it. It will help you to deal with whatever it is. Some people, they bought it, something happened to the bottle, but they never told you. So you just noticed that they didn't come back. They didn't tell you what was wrong. Yet something was wrong, but you never asked, so you never knew. Some people don't even have the time. I beg. So feedback and follow-up helps you to know where it is that you need to improve on, what it is that you need to do. That's why on our group I tell people, post reviews. What are your clients saying? What's wrong? What happened to this? What happened to that? Is everything going on well? Did they like it? It's very, very important that you know. Because if you don't know that, you may just be doing business for yourself. And some people are polite, unless you ask them, they won't tell you. So always follow up and feedback. Then consistency. Consistency. You can't post today and the next time you are posting is 2 weeks' time. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. That's how to earn trust. Nobody wants to do business with somebody that the last time they posted, they want to buy something for you on social media. The last time you posted was 4 months ago. So if they now buy from you, you just disappear for 4 months again. No. People want to know that they are there, like every day, they can count on you, they will see you. That's how to earn people's trust on social media, because they know you, okay, this person is serious about this business. And then they send you a message, they send you a DM, how much is your perfume? And for 2 weeks or 1 year or 6 months, you say, oh, sorry, I'm late. Yeah, I'm not only late. You have to be consistent. You have to be up to the minute. It's okay for some people to say that, hey, you're always with your phone. You know what you are doing there now. It depends on what you are doing. So consistency is very, very important. Consistency is key. Then I think this is the last point. Associate with influencers. Even in politics, we have influence. Big time in politics, there's influence. People vote for people because somebody said they should. People are using stuff because somebody that they hold in high esteem uses the stuff. People drive cars because somebody that they like is driving the same car. Influence is so key. Influence is so key. So you have to associate with influencers. If you look at how we operate, most of the people that we use, they have millions of followers. Millions. Ntodike has over 3 million followers. That's a big market. Anytime she posts my picture, my phone goes crazy. Since she became our ambassador, yeah, my Instagram moved from 32,000 to 68,000 in 3 weeks. So 36,000 people followed me in 3 weeks. Can you imagine that? And out of those, we've had clients, we've had lots of people like that because of influence. So associate with influencers. So when you look at people, you think of, okay, what influence do they have? How can they help my business? I don't just associate with influencers for the fun of it. Look at the values they have as well. If the values tie into what you are trying to do, excellent. And then another thing on social media right now are giveaways. People are crazy. I don't understand it, but people are just crazy about giveaway. They like AWoof. AWoof. Social media is a new AWoof, headquarter of AWoof. Big time. Once you say you are doing giveaway like this, come on, see flood, come on, see crowd. And it's, it's exciting all the same. Until a new trend comes. This is it. This is it. If you go any celeb that you go and take their page, they are giving away something. There's something that is happening that they are giving away something. So from time to time, have something that you give away. It helps. Some will come maybe immediately for the giveaway, and then they will stay, and then they will say that, oh, this is this and that. So for now, this is the end of my session, and I just hope that you have learned one or two things. Thank you.